Alright, welcome back. So today we got this overview of my primary multi-gun rifle. This will be shot in PCSL 2-gun, PCSL carbine only, and in 3-gun competition. So I have my mag well taken off. I usually use the HRF Concepts mag well, but to be compliant with the PCSL practical division, there's no add-on mag well, so that's why that is not on it. But when I shoot 3-gun, you'll see me add the mag well back on. So bottom line, this is probably like the best setup that I've shot so far. I really like the way everything has come together. So we'll just talk through everything that I have here so that you guys kind of know what I'm working with and what my kind of thought process is behind it. So I got B5 stock with a sun and shadow cheek riser. This cheek riser is the 1/4 inch model, and I added Velcro on the outside as well. To me, this is huge. It locks your face in a consistent position, gets a consistent, repeatable cheek weld, and then it also gives me just a little bit more added bulk before I go to my top-mounted red dot, so I'm not doing a full head floating out in the middle of air kind of position. You got to have points of contact to be consistent, and this really builds that for me. I get full length of pull of my charging handle with it in this position, so no problems there. I got a Sub RevTech bag rider. So this is here for other competitions, more precision weighted stuff, but it doesn't hurt me at all, so it just stays there. Then up front, I got the Tech 10 swinger mount here, and I got this 2-point sling, so I will mount it kind of mid-mount for these kind of competitions, and then I'll go corner to corner when I do some more precision type stuff. The receiver is a Geisley Super Duty receiver. I have a Hodge bolt carrier group inside. A Geisley SSAE trigger, and I got their super selector as well. And of course, I have the SPR Sierra Precision grip there. For practical division for PCSL, you're limited to a 30-round magazine. So I'm using Gen 3 PMags, and of course I have my mag pod on the bottom. The mag pod gives you a ton more stability in the prone. It doesn't hurt anything otherwise. There's no reason not to have it. My barrel is a Hodge 16-inch barrel. I got a Geisley Mark 1 rail, and then up front I have the Knights NT4 MAMS muzzle device. So I think this muzzle device does a great job. Again, for PCSL, it is legal and practical division. Like explicitly, this muzzle device is allowed. I've been pretty happy with it. Very, very little flash coming out of it. Very rarely, maybe like 5 or 2.5% of the time, I'll get like a little fireball. But it's just that, just a little bit, and that's when shooting high round count stuff. I have a Surefire light with a Malakoff head. This is really there, not for competition, but for everything else. I got the pressure pad on top and the click activation there. I do use 2 pieces of a cut down bike inner tube to kind of hold my cables, do my cable management, and that's just, it's easy. 1 long Picatinny rail section up front for when I'm zeroing. If I want to, I can add a bipod for competition. But again, for practical division, there's no bipods. But if I want to shoot, this setup for quantified performance or some other gas gun match, this would be totally doable. Up top here, I think this is probably one of the best optic sets I've ever used, if not the best. So I got the Night Force ATACR 1-8, and then piggybacked on top, I got the Trichicon RMR. I zero both at 100, and then in long competitions, be able to like dial up to about 4, and then use the red dot up close, go down into the magnified optic at 4 power, and shoot something that's either very, very small or a little bit farther away, be able to rapidly change instead of trying to dial my magnification. I like having the dot on top. To me, it's more consistent. Rifles live in an up and down world. When you start adding unusual cant, then you start getting unusual problems. Overall, this is probably the best setup that I've used. It's not overly heavy. There's nothing crazy going on. It's super reliable, but it shoots very, very well. And you're going to see a lot more of me shooting this rifle in the future. So guys, any questions, let me know. I appreciate all the input, and I appreciate the interaction you guys have with me on the channel. Thanks.